Rinomato.
And I'm Gary McRae.
You may recognize me from my television shows, Property Virgins and Buy Herself. Combined, we have 40 years experience. And you've landed here because you received our ebook and you want to make sure that the realtors that you hire won't make mistakes that cost you time and money. Because in this Toronto real estate market, time is money. So Gary, let's talk about what we do. How do we make sure that our buyers don't overpay?
Well, first of all, this market can change from week to week.
Day to day,
day
really.
To day, yeah, day to day. This market can change day to day, hour to hour sometimes. So if you're not on top of things, you could be at a real, not could be, you are at a real disadvantage. And if the person who's representing you doesn't have that insight, that foresight, you're probably going to overpay for something.
Well, we use more than one method to evaluate the fair market value of that property today. Not last week, not last month. We know how to do this. We've been doing this combined for over 40 years. So we've seen it all. We've seen highs and lows. We've seen properties go for crazy prices, and we've seen properties sell for prices that might surprise you being low. But we know what's happening in the market. We have our finger on the pulse, and that's what you need. You need savvy realtors who are hardworking, full-time agents, 7 days a week, really.
At any time, you're going to know exactly why we're suggesting the price we are. In the end, it's your decision, but we're going to break it down and you're going to see on paper why we're saying what we're saying in terms of why we think something is worth X, for example. You're going to see that. There's going to be rhyme and reason. We're not just picking numbers out of the air. You're going to see it. We're going to prove it to you.
And the list price, let's get this straight, that's merely a suggestion. You want to make sure that the realtors you hire are protecting your best interests. How do we do that, Gare?
Well, we know the contract inside out. We know what's normal and what's not normal, and we know the things that are in there that will benefit you and the things that may not benefit you, and that's crucial. It's one thing to make an offer, but it's also another thing to know what exactly each condition means inside and out.
Yeah, we want to make sure that the caveats and the consequences, that you understand all of that before you sign the document. This is a very important contract. We're going to make sure that the deal works for you. We will always be looking out for your best interests. Whatever your real estate needs are, we will make sure that the contract protects you. We're not going to push you into a deal that just doesn't work for you. That's not who we are. You don't last in this business for as long as I've been around by pushing people around. We're looking forward to dealing with you for the rest of your lives and with your family members and friends. So in order to do that, we work with a high level of integrity. Hey, we represent buyers like you and sellers, so we see both sides of the table. And we have seen, when we've represented sellers, we've seen agents bring paperwork that was just, it just was awful. And that realtor lost the deal for their buyer, and the buyer had no idea, and the realtor had no idea why they didn't win, because they had enough money. But it's not just the money. So when we prepare your contract, we use our years of experience to make sure that it's exactly what the seller wants to see. And that's how we make sure that you win your dream home.
You know, at the end of the day, this is the decision that you have to make. You're going to get our professional real estate opinion. We're going to give you the good, the bad, and the ugly on whatever unit, whatever house, whatever townhome, whatever it is you want to buy. You're going to be informed with everything you need to know. At the end of the day, like I just said, it's your decision. You're the one that's going to make the decision. We're going to present you with the facts. You have to know that. That's crucial. Gary, why should I buy this property as opposed to this property? What's the difference between the two? In 5 years' time from now, what's the difference going to be? Everything is going to be given to you. You're never going to be in the dark, and that's important. We're not just going to try to get a deal. We've been around a long time. I want you to be happy, because at the end of the day, we want you to brag. We want you to tell your friends, your family, Hey, we use Gary McRae, we use Sandra Rinomato. That's what we're doing. We're in this for the long haul. We're not in it for the next 10 minutes. We want you to be educated every step of the way, and you're going to get that. You make the decision. I'll give you the real estate optics. Everything will be given to you through the eyes of an agent, through the eyes of me, the realtor, but you're going to make the decision. We're not going to waste your time showing you properties you can't afford. For example, if you have a budget of $800,000 and something's listed at $799, but we know it's going to sell for $950, it doesn't make any sense for you to see that because you're wasting time. You're wasting valuable time. You're not looking in your price point, and as the market continues to grow, your ability to buy is shrinking every day. And that's important. You don't want that to happen.
As you can tell, we're very passionate about real estate and we have a lot to say on the topic. So please book your free consultation. It's easy to do. We're available 7 days a week and we'd love to talk about your real estate plans. And even if you're not ready today to make your move, it's never too soon to start the conversation.